Hello there everyone, Xantok here with Slickstar Gaming, and welcome back to some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So last time around we finished the original final case of the game, and now we're taking on what's essentially a bonus episode, and oh boy, it's hefty. So let's get into it, episode 5, Rise from the Ashes. Is that implying two murders happening at the same time? This is a lot more high-tech than the murder video at the start of the other cases. Damn. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. February 22nd, 10:02 a.m. at the Wright & Company law offices. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally. Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. You're the famous defense attorney Mia Fey. Nope. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So, you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though, or who did the murdering, so that's kind of a bogus name. Oh, that's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney. Yeah, for like 4 cases. That's not exactly something you can just be like, ooh, look at you, you're undefeated. You only been in 4 cases, but you're undefeated. No, it feels like 15? Sure, but no, come on. Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please, I'm out of time. But, please, you have to help. It's my sister. Oh, Phoenix, you are a sucker for a pair of crying sisters, aren't you? Maya? Could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Alright, who the hell are you? What you about? Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yeah, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of, jumpy. Or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in less than 3 years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Coffee girl? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. Oh my god. But I'm ready to do my job at my age no less. Great, another future professional in training. And I'm not seeing much professional in this image I'm getting here. What is with those glasses? So, what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. Alright, so what would she use then? So, it's a murder case. My specialty, actually. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. I don't think that's what we call scientific facts, but okay. And there's a witness. There's always a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but... That's interesting. How would she know Mia? And if she knew Mia, how did she not know that she's been dead for over 2 months? So, you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Oh, yeah. Sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. But first, let's find out about the whole Mia thing. My sister asked for her specifically. Mia Fey. She was a few years below her in school. So she went to the same school as Mia. She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And, well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Mia? Huh. Yeah, I thought it was a little strange when I saw you. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Or the music could tell me that I'm wrong about that, and that it's actually not at all. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. What? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Alright, so this is our new assistant for this case. Emma Skye, she'll be joining us around kind of like Maya did for the previous 4. And her sister is on trial. Boy, we've seen something similar to this now, haven't we? Alright, so... Well, I was looking to see your sister here, not you, but okay. Huh, I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden, as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am, it's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want a raise this year? Understood, ma'am. What was that all about? Hi, Ilana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is fading. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. Oh, I'm sorry. What exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana. Lana Skye. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? 2 sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana. I mean, they're just like... Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? A lot. I'll just put it that way. A lot of things are wrong. There's something you should know from the start. Which is? The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. What? Wait, but the suspect is... Me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st, at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? And in your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot. Caught red-handed, as it were. My. So, who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. Not Gumshoe! I suppose the correct term is detective? A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you. Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Oh, shit. What? Mr. Wright, what does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. Alright, Lana, tell me about yourself here. So, you're the chief prosecutor? That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. Cool. Tell me, what is your opinion on Manfred von Karma? I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities, in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Well, as it turns out, we don't leave the office very much, and we've only had 4 cases, and we've seen 3 different prosecutors, so I don't know what to tell you. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible that you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him, that is. I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait. She was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? Tell me more. You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, didn't she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey! It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. People love saying that in this game. So-and-so would do anything for this. Anything. Oh, so dark and ominous. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. It sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana! You were always this way, weren't you? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here has ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Alright, so very clearly she's doing all this to protect someone. Why? Who? What are the circumstances? No idea, but I highly doubt that she's the killer here. Lana has confessed to her crime, yes, but something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know? I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. And what happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Alright, let's go check on this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Oh, okay. Alright, so now we got Emma in tow, and we're gonna go check out the supposed scene of the crime. Is it the real one or not? I don't know, we've had multiple times where it seemed like, oh no, it moved, oh no, what happened? Alright, so underground parking lot, let's see here. So, this is the lot where it all happened? Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. What are you doing? Well, they are going to be my co-workers 3 years from now after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying to not stand out too much here, see? Hey there! You expect me to go unnoticed, your partner? Partner? And what do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall! That's not safe, dude. What are you doing? Stop that. Put the knife down. Marshall? Looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, and the gold mine is evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to? What the fuck is this guy talking about? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Oh dear. What the fuck? Was that a hombre, a friend of yours? Kind of, sort of, yeah. He's a detective who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. So here's the funny thing. When the credits were rolling in the last episode, after the fourth case, I mentioned how I remember some details of this case, including who the victim was, and some of the other things. So apparently, I didn't remember correctly because I thought this guy was the victim. Oops. That's a bad on me. Alright, so let's do some examining here. We got whatever this is on the floor. What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer? Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this. Please, just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Well, anyways, we have a wallet now. I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay. Now, look at the court record. Yep, I'm there. So this is a new thing in this case, and I don't remember if it appears in the second and third game or not. It might. If it doesn't, then it's definitely in the fourth game. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now, let's start examining from every angle. So I can now adjust the zoom. I can move around the angles. It's actually pretty cool what I can do here. I look over this. We just found a little mark. Let's check what out. Oh, I can't. I have to zoom in, I think, to get a better look at it. No, what? I would like to press this, but I don't know if it's going to let me. Oh, here we go. Oh, look. I think there might be a clue there. You should check it out. Press the examine button. Cool, but what is it I'm looking at first of all? Trying to... Oh, I think it's the clasp on the wallet. I would have rather look at the scuff mark, but okay. Oh, hey! This is an ID card. Detective Bruce Goodman. ID number 5842189. See? Well? Isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess. Well, I don't see what science has to do with it. So this is the ID card of the actual victim. We don't technically know that yet, but yeah, Bruce Goodman, he's the real victim here. And then I see the ID, I remember this. Let's be sure to investigate every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Is there anything else here to look at? It doesn't really look like it. Oh, wait, hold on. There was another side of the screen. Oh, right. They were found in the car. I forgot about that detail. I wonder what this yellow thing is first. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along. Unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Alright, that sounds like a threat. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well. Little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with a body on her saddle, eh? Please, it's gonna be him, isn't it? No problem, partner. About time for victuals, anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a cerveza you like. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self. Look up victuals, saloon, cerveza. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like. Just keep your paws off our claim. Right. Great. Okay. Great. Maybe there's some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me. Were you two all set? Us? What's this? She couldn't be... You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene. Hello. Half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes. Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business, I guess. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance either. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough up? What? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Wait, are you the witness? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up, Queen. Tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. Oh, she means it too. Alright, Miss Star, what kind of information can you share with us today? Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil one who haunt this den of inequity. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday, they paid a homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So, she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday? I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew! The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I am totally confused. One thing is clear. This lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. No kidding. So, what exactly was it that you witnessed, Ms. Starr? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears, and the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second. You know Lana Skye? Of course. It's quite a feat, becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? I mean, obviously she's lying about something. Can we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Starr? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the boxed lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No? Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's trilobite lunch set. Never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches there, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway. Well, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Except it's not. Did you have a bad experience with the prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Huh. Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning. Scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, not you're talking cough-up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Well, that seems to be all we're going to get out of this lunch lady here. Let's go to the High Prospector's office. Or prosecutors. Which... oh my, that is a lot of pinkish red. Wow. Okay, is the chessboard pink too? What? It looks pink. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Oh, look! There's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What, that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, he must be a real stuck-up jerk. Mr. Phoenix Wright, you never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice. Oh, Emma, you nailed it. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Wait. Oh, shit. Mr. Edgeworth. Oh. You know him from somewhere? Oh, of course. I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once and... Right. Her sister was the chief prosecutor after all. Still is, actually. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you. I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I say that? No. It was just, Mr. Wright here. Hey, don't blame me. You fucked up. You deal with it. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. And what of it? Oh, Emma. First one foot, then the other. Jeez, lady. I did not know that you like the taste of shoe. I'll say one thing. She certainly can scream. Okay, so Edgeworth, I got some questions. First of all, hey, good to see you. Been 2 months. So, the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, hold on. She didn't. I mean, fuck. Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir. Emma Sky, it's nice to meet you again. Now, that didn't sound forced at all. Now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise to me, too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still. Now I'm forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, hold up. What did you say? Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I will be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth? Hey, guy's gotta do his job. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Ah, the ones about forging evidence and such. Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, all of the above. You name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy! Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life. Impossible to stop. But some of them even go as far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? Gotta be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Sky? Yes, we worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right. I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer then. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I kept in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. What the fuck? Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Oh, come on, can't you take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. I mean, they're not wrong. So that shield's been pointed out a couple times. I'm gonna examine it. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has big K on it. Prosecutors. Huh. What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So? So that K, that's... K stands for King? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month. Only better. Hey Edgeworth, I'm going to taunt you with the King of Prosecutors trophy. And your knife. Actually, I'm going to start with the knife. It's against my policy to discuss evidence with the defense. Especially with you. He doesn't like you much, does he, Mr. Wright? Nah. With Edgeworth, it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. How about the trophy? So, in other words, you were the best of the best this year? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, Wright. I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department ceremony to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes. Right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, correct? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah, I've been there. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday? If we can. Let's find out. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Alright, so either they literally clean their offices or some people got fucking fired. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon, and I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. Sure you do. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. That checks out. So this proves that Edgeworth parked in at 5:12. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Oh, God. Oh, I forgot about him. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Skye? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Skye, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not on this report, sir. Oh, then... what? I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department. Did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir! I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement with us, sir. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sure. Officer Meekins. Right. Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. Huh? But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Also, what happened to his hand? Right. Yes, sir? Caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now? Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Right. Thanks. Well, he seems to have finally calmed down at least. Alright, so let's head to the police department. Might as well. There's nowhere else that we can really go at this point. Well, yet, at least. Oh god, I don't want to talk to you, Angel. We're finally here. Why would they put the detective so far away from the prosecutor's office? It took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. This is my first time to this station, actually. Wait, hold on. What's that? Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh, wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Well, Mr. Wright, you know a lot about the police department. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger? Uh-oh. He noticed me. And he's running over here real fast. Hey, pal! What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Before we talk to him, let's look at the Blue Badger some more. This is actually one of the funnier things for me from this series. The police created a mascot, and I don't know what the hell it's supposed to be, but they call it a fucking badger. So I was wondering about that. What? The dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. Really? You made that? I'm actually impressed. You made this, Detective Gumshoe. The chief threw together some designs, and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it's just dances until the batteries die. Poor Blue Badger. Faded the dance until it drops. Honestly, you should have had a switch to it so you could turn it off at night. That's gotta be creepy, man. Funny, though. Okay, so, what can you tell us? I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. And why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. Boy, that guy looks like white bread. So much white bread. Bleached white bread. That might be the most boring victim we've had so far. Yikes. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yeah, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. Yeah, there's plenty of evidence against Edgeworth and against all those other people that we defended whose names I can't remember besides Larry, and who wants to talk about Larry? But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? Oh, she's a relative of the suspect. Lana Sky's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? And scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. It's a sensitive issue with us these days. Why, because of Von Karma? So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. They what? Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean, this time? Then, what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. But you have had a prosecutor murder. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. Oh, so basically you're just kicked out for the time being due to this case. I gotcha. Okay, so you weren't really fired or demoted. It's just you're not good enough for the current job. Which, fair. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. An officer marshal was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. I'm sure it is. So, Gumshoe, you work with these people, right? Tell me about Goodman if you can. And out the Blue Badger, actually. As a detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know better than to go blabbing on about things I don't know about. No, I wouldn't want you to do that either, even though you literally just told us that you made the Blue Badger and I just wanted to know more questions about it. Alright, cool. You're useless. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. People like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Huh, let me see. Bruce Goodman? Goodman? Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But don't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa! Now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought. He did have a boring look to his face. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? First I wanted, do you know anything about the trophy? Because I'm hoping to get some insight. Yes, he does! Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the awards ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. Not so sure that it's deserved, but okay. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason, actually. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently, he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. He's even got naysayers in the prosecutor's department, office, whatever it is. Yeah, we've heard about the rumors. Okay, Gumshoe, so it seemed like you had more you could tell us about? Yes, tell me about Brucey Boy. So, this ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transfer? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky caught him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. Can we go in yet? I don't think I have anything else to show you. Oh. Oh dear. Huh. Well, what else? The knife? Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car. Found with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course. Someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Yeah, some shitty stuff apparently. Yeah, here we go. We got some rumors to talk about. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Ah, yes. That case. It seemed like only yesterday. Or a couple days ago. Whichever. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. But Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal. There have always been rumors about Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. And that's all I know about that. I'm not official on the case, you know. Thanks. But why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is. What was his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall? Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? Nah, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West L.A. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Cool. Thanks. That will, help a lot. Potentially. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere, though. Just act like you're supposed to be there, and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Cool, so I guess we go back to the parking lot? Alright. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in the pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here? Hello. What a surprise looks. Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too. What happened to the security guard? How many boyfriends does she have? Ah, it's Jakey boy. Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. So, Jake, Gumshoe has asked for me to show you something. He says you'll understand. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you. Fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. Now may we investigate? Gumshoe. Ah, that old cow dog. He holding a birthday party or something? What? Look, where it should say letter of introduction. It says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Great, Detective Gumshoe, I owe you one. No worries. This proves it's from Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Officer Marshall isn't a detective, he's a patrolman. That reminds me of something. That is odd. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self. Police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Throwing it away. Goodbye. Alright, Jake, what could you tell me about anything? Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific, please? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, well. Aren't you a feisty little doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Ms. Angel Starr. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Sweet. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman. Had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So, there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much. Just a little work with a chief prospector, like once. And nothing more than that, because, unlike his name, he kinda sucked. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot. So it seems. Like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. Right. So I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You're calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. I was one of them fancy shoe detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. Everything is all about 2 years ago, it seems, in this case. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge, though? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'll keep an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cowdog that can't find his own tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cowdog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just, he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Okay, well, I think it's time we do a little bit more examining our own self. Let's see what else we can find here that we didn't check out last time. This is where the cars leave the lot. The air on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's clearly an exit. Well, maybe it's both then. Kind of a dual purpose? Ah, the theory of relativity. What? I've got to write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright? Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity German, or was he British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? Pro tip, it wasn't. Look, a door! This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you don't need to learn to enjoy life more. Or no, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's just finish our investigation first, shall we? After all, you were the one frantic about needing to do everything today. How about the ladder? Aha! A ladder! That's a step ladder, actually. And what's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic structure of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Okay, there's nothing at the grate. We can check the phone on the pole. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, maybe we don't touch stuff that we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears! No! My ears! Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say now? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. Does the pillar have anything? Well, I might as well check. This wall is our way. In our way, rather. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade, hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I mean, that makes sense. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way, though. Next screen? Okay, we got to look at this real quick last time. Let's go ahead and examine it again. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest that this belongs to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What is so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Absolutely! Right. Let's check it out. Oh, it's doing that for me. It's getting another tutorial for us. Yay! I don't know why it wouldn't just let me do that myself, but sure. Alright, so let's see if we can zoom in here. Not seeing anything yet. Nothing that's worth our time. Oh, okay. Let's examine this. Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know? Maybe they just like the color orange. Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know. I see she's as popular as ever with the kids. Is there anything else on this damn phone? We got a button here. Okay, let's click that. Ah, we opened it. Really, it's a button to open? Ugh. The display is still on the redial button. Redial? Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to dial the last number you called. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've never had a phone with a specific redial button. Actually, that might not be true. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I knew about things like redial. Like, I know there's a redial function, but I don't know if I had a button that was specifically dedicated to just doing that. Pretty sure not. It's kind of a waste of a button, honestly. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. My generation? Oh, whatever. Let's just check this phone out. Okay. Let's go ahead and zoom back in some more. Let's see what happens if we press the redial button. Now, I wonder who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first. He just pushes the button. Hey, that song! I know that! Hey, what's going on over there? Oh, nothing? I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yes. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky. What? It's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody, right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. When it occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. And who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh, I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. It's the wrong number, I assume. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh. I've been inside of the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. So, let me just point something out here. We pushed redial on this phone, and then our phone started to ring right at the same time. A little suspicious, don't you think? Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. Alright, let's examine the trunk of the car where the body was found. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. 675-12-2. Okay. You're right. Let's see here. 67S-12-2. Oh, my bad. It's an S, not a 5. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed? Well, so? What does it mean, Mr. Wright? And how am I supposed to know? Note to self. For deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth. Not right. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Alright, so now we got Goodman's note. Let's see here. Is there anything else over here? Oh, damn it. Let's go ahead and see if we can check the chalk out. Let's see if there's going to be anything different with that. Not too sure. This rope, is it? Yep. They laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So, wait. The victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You've got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. No, I'm sure Maya would make the same thought. And it would also be wrong. He doesn't have anything new. Good, we can talk to him about Lana now. Probably because of the phone thing. So, there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct. But, there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall? Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will? Someone's up with something here. But who? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence, arranging testimonies, you name it. He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Bambina, it's your sister. Chief Prospector, Lana Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? Well, I mean, we've gotten some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, do you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Seal Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? The phone that just rang wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. So it wasn't our phone that rang. Interesting. A detective is murdered. The suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Well, everyone, that's going to be the end of another episode. We've started a brand new case, and there's trouble between two sisters. Hopefully, we'll be able to help sort all this out. Until next time, though. Bye, everyone.